Here with more. Senate Homeland Security Committee Chairman Ron Johnson. Senator, let me go through some bullet points so we can get this down pat. True or false, Hunter went on GMA and said he had no experience in oil, gas, energy, or Ukraine. True. That's true, correct?
That is correct, yep.
Okay. Joe Biden's on tape bragging that he leveraged $1 billion tax dollars to get a prosecutor that was investigating Hunter Biden fired, and son of a bee, they did it. True or false?
That is true.
Did Hunter Biden get $3.5 million from a Russian oligarch, a.k.a. the First Lady of Moscow?
He or his business interests did, yes. We trace those financial dealings, yes.
And that's all in your report. Do we know that he has any experience in Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Russia, or China that would qualify him for these really, really lucrative deals?
Well, certainly not, as you say, that would qualify him for $4.2 million of payments from Burisma into his business interests. No.
Did Hunter Biden have money transferred to an entity to benefit him from a Kazakhstan oligarch?
We believe that probably went to Devon Archer to buy a car.
Devon Archer, his business partner that is awaiting sentencing?
Yeah, now the convicted felon that, yes, his business partner.
And the other business partner is in jail, and Peter Schweitzer now has access to 26,000 of those emails, separate and apart from the New York Post article. All right, the next question, have you seen any experience that would qualify Hunter Biden to get a $1.5 billion deal, started as $1 billion, then $500 million more, with the Bank of China? And are you concerned about the contacts that happened 10 days after a trip that he accompanied his father on Air Force Two with?
Yeah, Sean, we can cut to the chase here. Hunter Biden, together with other Biden family members, profited off the Biden name. And that's what's happening here. And what we revealed in our 87-page report is a vast web of connections with Chinese nationals, but people all over the world, again, trading on the Biden name. But it's these business dealings. Our report raises far more questions than it actually answered, but it raises so many troubling issues that the mainstream media is simply not looking at. They're suppressing the information, which is a scandal in and of itself.
Okay, so now the question is, almost 30 million Americans have already voted. Now we have an election in 15 days. Do the American people have a right to know or not? You're trying to get the FBI director to tell us if he has more information. Has he gotten back to you yet?
No, we originally talked to them on the phone as soon as we got called by the whistleblower the day after we issued our report, and took the FBI a couple days to get back to us and tell us nothing. So that's why I wrote the director a letter yesterday basically saying, listen, if there's Russian disinformation, the FBI owes us a defensive briefing. If this shop owner is fraudulently peddling information to the Congress, that's a crime. The FBI ought to brief us on that as well. And certainly in discussions with my colleagues, they are highly concerned that the FBI might have had possession. It looks like they did. There was a grand jury subpoena, picked up this computer from the shop owner in December 2019. Now, this was right during the middle of the impeachment, and the emails that we already know of were completely relevant to that impeachment trial. So here you have the FBI probably in possession, probably have knowledge of information incredibly relevant to the impeachment trial of a sitting president of the United States, and they don't say a word. I've got a real problem with that. I think I hope a lot of Americans have a lot of problems with that and have many questions.
Get Director Wray, to come testify like tomorrow or the day after? Because I think there are a lot of questions. What?
I agree. Senate rules, you have to notice business meetings, you have to take votes. It's going to be very difficult to get Director Wray to testify before this election. But I had him in front of our committee a couple weeks ago with the annual threat hearing. At the tail end of that, I asked him questions, and one of the more pointed one was, under your watch, Director Wray, the FBI lied to the Senate Intelligence Committee when they briefed them in March of 2018, more than a year after they knew that the Steele dossier was peppered full of Russian disinformation. They lied to the Senate Intel Committee and said that Steele dossier was reliable. And I asked Director Wray, how do you answer that?
And?
There was no answer.
Sad. All right, Senator, thank you for what you're doing. I know you're working hard to get to the truth. We appreciate it.